when calculating an APR, the first step is to calculate a payment using the stated interest rate. There are many ways that APR can be calculated, but a very efficient way to do it on this calculator involves first calculating the true payment and then using that information to calculate the true cost of the money, or the APR, like we did before. So in this case, we have monthly loan payments, and our loan is $150,000. Future value of 0. Stated interest rate was 5%, and the time frame was 360 months. Compute payment. That's the first step in analyzing or calculating an APR. The next step is to take into account the points that have been paid. In this case, we had a $150,000 loan where and then we had to pay 2 points. A point is 1% of the loan amount, so $150,000 times 0.02 is $3,000. We would subtract this from our original loan amount to see what our net benefit is. So $150,000 minus $3,000 is $147,000. As we did before, we would then use this amount as our new present value, and we would recompute the I/Y. But before I do that, I want to make sure that everyone understands that we have already calculated the payment. The payment is still in here. If you were to come back in and put a new payment in, or put in the payment that you wrote down, it would probably be rounded by a few decimal places, and that would mess up your ultimate calculation. A word of warning on the exam: there's not a very big tolerance in these calculations, so you want to be sure you do it exactly this way and don't clear out that payment. So again, we've calculated the payment, we subtracted the points out of the present value, we have a new present value that we are using, and we will compute I/Y, and we can see that our APR, the true cost of the money, is 5.18%. The graduate student would look at that and say, that's 5.18% compared to the other loan of 5.25%. At that point, the graduate student would probably decide to go with option B, having paid the 2 points. Do you think that's the best idea?